Since earliest recorded history, birds have fascinated mankind. Mysterious and beautiful, they possessed the gift of traveling the skies. At that time, virtually all animals were respected for their knowledge and for the lessons that they could teach us. Many cultures believed that birds were capable of talking with the gods and of bringing that valuable and necessary information to the earth. Their role as divine messengers was revered, and they were greatly honored and respected. Later, as humans grew in their ability to manipulate their environment, the respect for the various animal species, including birds, declined. The value of various creatures was placed upon their ability to serve mankind in some form or another. Humans decided that they were the only beings in the universe who were capable of cognition, of actually understanding the world around them. The greatness of all animals was forgotten. In more recent times, the decline of the closely knit extended family created changes in our living patterns. Animals began to fill another role, that of valued companions and quite often of surrogate children. They began to fill a place in our hearts that in the past had been customarily reserved for other humans. Along with this new proximity came the realization that some birds could actually speak. Unfortunately, most pet owners were intimidated by traditional scientific attitudes, and although they often observed that their own animal companions appeared to understand the spoken word and respond accordingly, they accepted the belief that their pets, including birds, could not actually know what was being said to them. Taken one step higher, they also accepted that birds only mimic words, and that the frequent and appropriate comments made by them were merely coincidental. Case closed. Then a handful of revolutionary scientists began to theorize that animals might possess capabilities long thought to be impossible, including that of cognition, of actually understanding the world around them, and of being capable of making conscious decisions about it. Primates were studied as well as dolphins and whales. Although extremely intelligent, they were unable to speak, which limited our ability to assess them. And then there was Alex.
Come here.
In 1977, Dr. Irene Pepperberg purchased Alex, an African gray parrot. She began to observe and to assess his cognitive abilities and was fascinated to find that they were impressive. Not only could he identify colors, shapes, and objects, but he also proceeded to make comments that pertain to activities and to people in the environment.
Three, very good, birdie, very good.
He requested various objects and foods.
Wheat?
You want wheat? We can give you wheat.
He asked for tickles from his favorite humans. The basic methods that Dr. Pepperberg used to teach Alex are simple modeling, in which he is shown objects and they are identified by the researcher. The other is known as the model rival technique, in which the bird sits with two researchers and observes their interactions.
Wood, very good. Wood, good birdie. Rebecca.
He then is included in the exercise by being asked to identify some aspects of that particular object.
Truck.
Yes, it's a truck. What color truck? What color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Good boy. You're right. Good birdie.
It is important to note that even when not actually working, Alex also spends many hours each day in the company of Dr. Pepperberg and her students, watching them and listening to their various interactions.
Over the course of the last 20 years, I've been training gray parrots to communicate with humans using the sounds of English speech. We work predominantly with Alex, who's now 21 years old, but have also worked with Alo, Kaiaro, and Griffin. The training method we use most of the time is called the model rival, or the MR technique. It was pioneered by my German colleague Dietmar Tode, who published a paper on social learning in gray parrots in 1975. The technique is very simple but quite powerful. In this procedure, two humans demonstrate to the birds the type of interactive procedures that we want them to learn. We start with an object that the bird's already shown some interest in receiving, and then we demonstrate to the bird, in the initial cases, how to obtain the object by using English speech. One person acts as a trainer, asks questions of the other human in the presence of the bird, rewards correct responses with the object, scolds when an error is made, and removes the object. The second person acts as a model of the parrot's speech and as a rival of the parrot for the attention of the principal trainer. Unlike Toad, we exchange the roles of model, rival, and trainer so that the bird sees that this is an interactive procedure and that one person is not always the questioner and the other person the respondent. It's very important that we demonstrate mistakes too, so that the bird sees what happens when an error is made.
Whoa!
No, Alex, you're wrong. This technique is extremely powerful, and by using it, we've demonstrated that our birds can learn to identify, request, and refuse more than 100 different objects. They've learned their colors, their shapes, their materials. They've learned to understand concepts of same and different, of bigger and smaller, and of numbers, and they've learned concepts of categories. And one of the things that really has intrigued us is to try to understand why this method is so successful and why other methods have failed. And as you can see, this procedure can be broken down into three main elements. The first element is that of reference. We always use objects to which the labels we are training refer, so there is the closest possible correlation of the object and the label to be learned. The second element is called contextual applicability or functionality. That's a fancy way of simply saying that what we want is to show the birds the reason for learning these new vocalizations, in this case to obtain these objects that they want to play with. The third element is social interaction. Social interaction is really important because it directs the bird's attention to the important parts of the interaction. Social interaction keeps the bird intent on what is going on in front of it. We can also use social interaction to basically ratchet up the different types of reward that we give the bird based on what it does. All of these elements seem to be very, very important. In studies that we've done in which we eliminate one or more of these elements, the birds fail to learn. So it's incredibly important that we use two models, that we have the social interaction, the contextual applicability, and the reference.
It is important to mention that both positive and negative behaviors can be learned. Although Alex feather picks in retaliation for Dr. Pepperberg's travel schedule, it is my opinion that Griff is merely mimicking his older brother Alex's behavior. In the wild, they would both be too busy foraging for food and watching for predators to bite their feathers. How can we take Dr. Pepperberg's and other techniques and use them on your own bird? First of all, do not make the mistake of measuring a bird's intelligence by its ability to speak. Not all birds are capable of talking clearly, and more importantly, like people, not all birds want to talk. This does not mean that they are not intelligent beings. Like their human friends, their speaking ability has little to do with their level of intelligence. So, your bird may never learn to speak, but remember that that's perfectly fine.
Hi, baby. That's a good bird. Good bird. You're a good bird.
I have found that, in a manner similar to that used by small children, many birds attempt to make their wants and needs known to us by using body language. In fact, many exceptionally bright birds may be communicating with their people very clearly, but their efforts are neither acknowledged nor recognized. Eventually, the birds decide to give up and discontinue their interactions. The people, in turn, believe that there is something wrong with the birds, unaware that they, the people, have not reinforced or rewarded those times that their birds tried to communicate with them. Many long hours are spent with Alex in the lab, and most of us have neither the time nor the resources to train our birds in the same manner, and techniques need to be modified accordingly. Playing with your birds, focusing on those things that they enjoy doing, will set a playful mood and will make them enjoy interacting with you. During these types of interactions, they can be taught some simple play cues or some mimicry, as with little Magoo, the double yellowhead. Words can also be used to identify the various activities.
Yes, I can. How about you? Can you wait? Can you lay down? Tickle, 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 tickle.
Although this type of play training does not teach cognition directly, most birds can learn to associate the words with the activities and understand that they can communicate both verbally and physically with their owners.
Can I have a kiss? Thank you. That was a good kiss. Do you want to tickle? Shall we tickle you?
Once this is done, they can often learn to identify favorite objects, foods, and colors using simple modeling techniques.
Goo-goo wants a peanut. Can you sing that? Can you say goo-goo wants a peanut? Very good.
Simple modeling can be done easily. Just identify foods and objects and activities to your bird as you go about your day. Also, listen not only for words, but for a particular sound that your bird might be making. They may be using this for identification purposes.
Oh, it's fun. Look what I could do. Look what I could do to this. Oh, look what I did.
Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. Ow! Oh! Did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so... Oh! Ow!
That's all right.
Wool.
Here's wool. Good boy. Wool.
Wool.
Wool. Very good. Wool. Throw wool.
Walnut.
It's right there. Key. Good, Alex. Key. Good, Parrot. Yes. Good, Birdie.
Roki. Griffin.
What is this bird trying to tell
I
us?
was expecting him to turn around and quickly nip the tail. You climbing up?
He's saying
Good.
that he wants to leave.
Yes. Show him how you
Magoo's owner, Jeanette, says that Magoo has learned to use many words, including putty cat and bye-bye appropriately, while waving goodbye with his foot. However, in the manner of a small child, he also uses these phrases and actions in general play as well.
Hello. Can you tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Also, do not work your bird if it's tired, cranky, or hungry.
Are you tired? Am I boring you? Am I boring you?
Or, if you are tired or cranky or hungry for that matter, these birds are your beloved family members and need to be treated accordingly. Playful sessions will be enjoyable for both of you and will inspire your bird to learn new things. This little guy simply did not feel like interacting on the day that we were filming him.
Griffin. What matter?
No. No, we don't have anything rose, sweetheart. That's a color. What's it? What is it? Oh, throw cork. All right. Okay, you've had enough. You're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Keep interactions with your bird within a comfortable time span. Although each bird is different, not many of them will tolerate being worked for a long period of time. Sessions can range from as little as 1 or 2 minutes up to 15 minutes or so.
Hi. Do you want to tickle? Want to scratch? Do you want to lay on your back?
Watch the body language of Spooky the African Grey and his friend Magoo the double yellowhead. Which bird do you think has a longer attention span? Which one will be more likely to accept vigorous physical activity? And which one will focus more closely on a quieter pastime?
Spooky, can you dance? That's a good boy. Yes.
Yes.
See what
I think that's a hint.
What did he say?
Make sure your bird is comfortable. Unfortunately, even those of us who are experienced and have the best intentions can ruin a training session with a simple accident. If apologies don't work, postpone your session until later. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, baby. I know, I frightened you. I did. I didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't. I didn't mean to frighten you, and I'm very sorry. Determine which activities or objects your bird would be interested in and then begin your training exercise with those particular items. For example, does it enjoy talking? Is it more playful and physically active? Does it prefer playing with toys or other objects? You don't like that block? Is it now the block from hell? Often, favorite foods can be identified if the birds respond to them strongly.
That's very good, huh? You're making a mess on the table. You're holding the berry in your foot. Yeah, you're holding the Nutriberry in your foot, huh? And you're biting it with your pretty beak. Hello.
He's greeting the berry.
Yes.
If you can watch Scooter here, and when she's eating, I'm identifying her foot, I'm identifying the process of eating, and I'm identifying her beak. And so what happens is they actually learn through association in this manner as well as the model rival technique. So if you're in a household where there's just one person and you have one bird, you don't have to worry about it because they can continue to learn shapes, foods, colors, and activities and body parts. And do name their body parts and point to them, like we did with the babies.
How many?
Two. You're right. Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
You want a nut?
You get a
You can
nut.
have a nut. Yeah, you're a good boy. There you go.
Always get your bird's attention and some kind of eye contact established before working with them. If your bird seems to be more vocal, talk to it in a wide variety of pitches and see which one it responds to the best. Even try singing if you want to. Once you get them vocalizing, it is easier to toss in a few words that interest them and will inspire them to speak.
Hi, baby. Hello. Hello, baby Gray. Hi. You're wonderful. You're wonderful. Whoops. Did he scare you? Your brother scare you? Hi. How are you? Hello. Can you talk to me? Can you? You are? You're going to talk to me? Huh? Yes.
Show your bird a variety of toys and other small objects in different colors and shapes. Find those that your bird prefers and begin your sessions with them. Although he changed his mind a couple of times, his African gray finally exhibited a distinct preference for the color purple and for small objects.
How many blue keys?
Two. You're
Two.
right.
Good boy.
You're a good boy.
Yeah.
Attention. What color middleist? What color middleist? Yellow. You're
Yellow.
right.
Good boy.
You get it.
Yeah, you can have a nut. What's different?
Color.
No.
You're wrong.
Look again. What's different?
Shape.
Shape.
Different. Good.
Each bird is special and each has different capabilities, different gifts to share with you. How can we determine which activities your particular bird would like? Look for things he or she enjoys doing and begin by reinforcing them. Here are some examples of how I would evaluate the abilities of a couple of different birds. This one seems to like playing with toys, so this one would be more apt to then identify toys rather than be as verbal as the other bird. This one, it would be better to start him with toys and identifying toys and colors to stimulate. Oops, uh-oh. Uh-oh, we dropped it. Even very young birds will exhibit certain behavioral tendencies. He's resting. I must wake him up. Oh, look. Can you tell me which baby bare-eyed cockatoo will enjoy acrobatics and playing with toys? Which one would be easier to teach to roll over, for example? Be realistic about your bird's abilities. If it is less than a year old, it's still a baby and is probably still learning to use all of its little parts. I would recommend that most of their lessons be extremely simple. Name their body parts and various foods and toys during your normal interactions. And point to them just as you would a human baby.
Oh, pretty baby with a pretty beak. Yes, and the pretty toes, huh? Pretty toes. Yes, you're very pretty. And pretty cheeks. Oh, and little ears. I'm going to scratch your ears. Can I scratch your ears and your little chin? Yes, what a pretty baby. What pretty feathers you have. And a pretty nose. Oh, you're going to feed, huh? He's going to pet you, huh? You're so pretty. And your little toes and your little foot. And your little feet. Yes. Oh, you're still a baby, huh? You're still a baby. You just look like a big bird.
The more time that a bird spends in the company of their people, the more natural the spoken word will seem to them. Even if it's in its cage at the time, it will continue to watch events unfolding around them and will process the information accordingly.
That's okay.
Hi. If your bird enjoys vocalizing, it may already be interacting with you. Listen to the number of syllables in its vocalization. Come here, huh? Do they follow a pattern of some word or phrase that you frequently use around them? Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Good boy. In most birds, their speech develops gradually as it does in human children. They start with baby talk and gradually become clearer. If your bird already knows a few words or is trying to pronounce some recognizable phrase, begin to identify objects that have a similar sound. This will make speech easier for him. It is important to remember that verbal communication or talking is not the only form of communication, and actually it may not even be the best or most effective form. Birds pay attention to others around them, noting communicative cues, such as body language, pupillary response, and fluffing of feathers. After having lived with birds for some time, we learn to recognize many of these signs. In fact, we begin to realize that our birds actually have facial expressions just like we do. Once we have become aware of this and use it in our interactions with them, it could be said that we are actually learning to speak parrot. In fact, many of you are probably bilingual and didn't even know it. And since bird language differs according to species, if you have more than one type of bird, you may actually be multilingual. Before you become all proud of yourself, keep in mind that all of our animal friends, avian or otherwise, need to master an understanding of the human language, including body cues, if they wish to have a comfortable and rewarding relationship with us. I can honestly say that I have found that most animals are better at understanding human body language and verbal cues than we are at understanding the various types of animal communication. Basically speaking, the emotional level of most birds is approximately that of a 2 to 3-year-old child. Interestingly, many of our interactions are quite similar. Notice how my little friend, Lindsay, interacts when playing with colored blocks.
What color is this, Lindsay?
No, it's blue.
Blue! That's blue blocks. Can you put a yellow block on a blue block? Can you do that? Yeah. Look at that. Whoops, I'll hold that for you. Look at Lindsay. Very good. Thank you. That's nice. What color is that?
White.
White. Lindsay's going to put a white block on the blue block. Very good. So you can see in children how they progress with the colors and the shapes. With the birds, often we're stuck with the early stages, the shapes, the colors. To have them take the more sophisticated act of adding something to something is a little more difficult, and you don't see that as frequently.
Why?
Very good. This is beautiful. She's an artist. Yes. No. It's not copyrighted yet. Note Lindsay's possessiveness. You would say, here's her block. Well, if the child was out of range of the block. Lindsay, can I take your blocks and put them over here? No.
I want them.
You want them. Can I trade? Would you, they're yours. Would you trade for a sucker? Would you give me a sucker? Wait, can I have your blocks for a sucker? Yeah, smart girl. Okay, now I want you to choose what color sucker do you want? You can have one sucker. What color do you want? Oh, chocolate girl, is she smart or what? Yes, very good. So just like with a parrot, you know when he's got your favorite pair of earrings, how you trade with a peanut, and sometimes he doesn't accept a peanut, and then you have to go to a peanut and a walnut, and he doesn't accept that, and you have to go to a peanut, a walnut, and a cashew. You just saw a similar example with a 2-year-old child where we were able to trade for something. So don't think of it as being something that is out of the ordinary when your bird will withhold its possessions from you. A lot of times you can't get a toy away from them or whatever. They're behaving like a normal 2-year-old child. This is a common characteristic of parrots as well. Give that to me.
Watch her. Yeah. That woman's nuts. Yeah, just show him playing. Very nice. Watch Lindsay's response when I praise her. Lindsay decided that she wanted red. She asked for red. You want a red sucker, Lindsay? Okay, thank you. A red sucker. You're a very good girl, Lindsay. Thank you very much for being such a good girl. I appreciate that. Yes, you were a good girl. Thank you. You're very smart. Yes. If you see, Lindsay chooses the praise over eating the sucker right away. And that's one of the things I like to tell people with pets. When you're dealing with a pet, it wants your love, and it wants your companionship, it wants your one-to-one interaction. It doesn't want a piece of food all of the time. Certainly that works in certain situations, especially if a bird's been trained to a behavior or something. But when you're working with your own pet, that interaction is what's the most important. And talking in mommese, as I was doing with little Lindsay. Talking in mommese is talking very directly, making eye contact, talking very slowly, and really addressing either the child or the animal in a way that they can understand and in a way that they have absolutely no doubt that you're talking to them and no one else. It's very important. Huh? It's very important for them to know how important they are. And you're very important. Yes, you am. Yes, you're very important. She thinks that me. Yes. Thank you, Lindsay. She wants blue. Okay. Just like your parrot changes its mind. She's slowly working her way through all the colors of suckers. You want blue? I'll take the red. Can I have the red for the blue? Thank you. See? Otherwise, she'd have 4 suckers. She'd snooker me. Snooker, is that good or bad? Look at her. Birds, too, enjoy being praised, and most will perform for it as well. Be lavish with it. Praise and love. Give lots of it to your little buddies.
Yes, yes, you are very brave, and this is a wonderful example of how lots of praise makes you stay in a place where you're afraid. Whoops! Up, go up. Oh, that was a baby. That's a baby playing with a toy.
A blue sucker. Yes, that's a blue sucker. You're very smart. And I have a blue shirt. Yes. You see through association how Lindsay knows blue. Birds can learn through association as well. Notice also that I praise Lindsay frequently. I also use exaggerated facial expressions and vocal inflections to hold her attention. This technique will help you to hold your bird's attention as well and will increase your chances of success.
Wood, good bird, Alex. Good bird. You're right.
You've watched Alex and the other birds in the lab as they worked, and you've seen an example of a simple modeling technique with a small child. Now, let's see how a typical session will go with your birds at home. Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it. Look, can you pick up the block? No, you're going to nibble on the towel. You're going to nibble on the towel? What I'm doing? Maybe we'll make the towel a little smaller.
Scooter, look at that. What's that? Holy cow, what's that? Huh? What is that, Scooter? What? Do you like green? That's a pretty color. You're going to say? Okay, how about yellow? You like yellow? It's like a pretty bird, like your pretty head, huh? Let's see. Can I try white? You want white? No? You want that? No? Okay. Holy cow, okay. You want blue? Whoa, nope, not blue. Maybe it's too big. How about I show it that way? Look at that, she says. Look at that. How about, showing how to choose objects here. What about a pen cap? It's forbidden. It's forbidden. No, you don't want to play with a forbidden pen cap? Huh? Okay, she doesn't like any of these things. What is this? This is orange. Does that look like fun to play with? Huh? Is there just too much going on for you right now? Huh? Gonna pick it up with your beak? That's a girl. That's a girl. You're picking up the orange toy and you're holding it in your little foot. Oops! Uh-oh, you dropped it. What is that? Huh? Scooter, do you want that? It's a block. Oh, you're going to pick it up with your beak, and you're going to hold it with your foot. Yeah. Oh, uh-oh, you dropped the block. You dropped it. Do you want another one? You're going to pick it up with your beak, huh, and hold it with your little foot. Yes, you're going to, yeah. Box. Yes. Okay, we found something she likes. All right, I hope that's rolling, because we'll give that as an example. Can I have it? I'm gonna get that possessiveness thing going, I think. Can I have the box? No? Because she's gonna walk away with the box. Just getting the back. In fact, we found it was difficult to hold the attention of any of the pet birds that we used on this video. The lights, the camera, and general commotion involved in filming was a huge distraction for them, and they simply could not concentrate with all of the activity going on. Even in your own home, you will find that you will need to gradually acquaint your bird with the toys and objects to be used in the exercises. Do you want the orange pen? No? Okay. A lot of times that little shake of the head that you just saw with Scooter means no. And a lot of times your birds will be telling you no. You might say, do you want to come out of your cage? And your bird will do that shake of the head. A lot of times it's saying, no, I don't want to come out. And yet we don't acknowledge that. When we don't acknowledge when they say no, then they're not going to try to interact with you. So pay attention to times that your bird does that head shake. Quite frequently, it is using it in the same way that a person would use a head shake to indicate that they don't want something. Huh. Yeah, and reinforcement is extremely important. So if I shook my head no to you and you went ahead and did something that I told you I didn't want you to do, I'm going to start ignoring whatever commands you give me or whenever you try to interact with me. And that's exactly what happens with our birds. If you don't talk to them and acknowledge whatever their answer happens to be, then they're not going to want to interact with you. Going to touch your beak? Right there. You want me to scratch your head? Yes, okay. Now, one of the things I like people to pay attention to when you're communicating with your bird and interacting with them, I asked her if she wanted me to scratch her head. If you'll notice, she arched her neck. That's as good as saying yes in bird. So if somebody asked me, do you want a grape? And I held my hand out, that would mean yes, I'll take a grape, thank you. So it's the same thing if you ask your bird if you want to scratch it. It doesn't have to answer you in English language. You can have a clear communication with the birds by talking bird. The way that you talk bird is by paying attention to the times that your bird tells you that he wants you to scratch his head or do some other activity and then following through. You want to scratch? Hello. You're going to sing? You're going to sing. You are a pretty bird. Now, the words that Scooter is using right now, these are just words that Scooter uses to entertain herself. It's different than cognition. And she's not using them in a cognitive fashion. But she will use other words in cognitive fashion. And if you watch young children, they do exactly the same thing. Huh. They sing nonsense songs or say phrases over and over again that sound interesting to them. And then other times they'll actually go through and use words appropriately. So it's at that kind of tip-over stage, but a bird is always at that stage. Huh? Do you want a cracker? What? What's interesting with Scooter's chattering is she's saying a lot of words under her breath. A lot of times your birds are saying things to you, you just don't understand it. And listen for syllables. A lot of times your bird is actually saying a complete sentence or asking you something or repeating a phrase, but it doesn't sound like it to our ear yet. Just like with a small child, sometimes it's hard to catch what they're saying. As time goes on and you interact with them and you reinforce the behavior and you reinforce whatever it is they're saying, then they usually get clearer. Hello. Hi, how are you? Even after your bird feels comfortable with them, you will discover that the addition of other people, animals, lights, or cameras into the environment will alter its responses. Because of this, we will have to let Alex and his friends review the modeling process for us.
Come on, Alex, on the tray. How many green wool?
4.
4 is right. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yes, you can throw that. Do you want to tell me how many green wool are now there?
What is it? I think he's a little too busy with breakfast. What is it, baby? Banary, good boy.
Now, once again, let's see the model rival technique.
What matter?
Rock. You're
Rock.
right. Good
Birdie.
boy.
Good boy. What color?
Yellow.
Good
boy. Alex.
You're right. Good,
Good
Birdie.
boy.
Griffin, what matter? You try? Go ahead. Oh, I want the wood. Oh, wood! Wood! I got this wood. Oh, it's such fun wood. Wood. Griffin, you try? What matter?
I would like to mention something that's very important. Although this tape is intended to show you how Alex learned cognition in a laboratory environment, your own birds are your friends and family and need to be loved and respected for each of their own special talents. If your bird would rather sit quietly and observe the world around him, he is still a wonderful companion. Enjoy him as such. What can you do if your bird is not verbal or does not like toys, or if it is simply too difficult to get them to focus long enough to accept a model rival session? Most birds will not be very talkative. However, this does not mean that they do not understand what is being said, and interacting with them can be just as much fun. Regardless of their lack of speaking ability, they can still learn many play activities to share with you.
What are you doing over there?
Frankly, most of my own birds don't talk, but I still talk to them and know that because of this they understand the spoken word on a rather sophisticated level. Although they do not talk, they have learned to play games that are unique to each of them. Increased interaction will also teach your bird the meanings of objects, activities, foods, and colors. By encouraging lots of playful interaction, your bird will also learn to increase its ability to focus on activities or objects, which also increases its ability to learn.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? What is it? Hot? Hot? Can you say hot? Good, hot. Can you say good, hot? Yeah. Want some?
You will know that your bird understands the spoken word when you find them becoming excited when you ask them if they want a favorite food or if they want to play a favorite game or visit a favorite individual.
Hi. Hi. Can you say hi? Look what I got. You want this? You want this? Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Can you say hello? What's this? Do you want this? Start the car. What's this? What's this?
Bye-bye.
Do you love me? Do you love me? Yeah? Give me a big kiss.
Some play activities can be rather sophisticated even if your bird is a bit older. Ralph, Ronnie's blue and gold macaw friend, was a 2-year-old terror when she purchased him about 13 years ago.
Naughty. Will you be a good boy? Here we go. Here we go. It's all right. You're okay. Do you want to say your prayers? You saying your prayers? Okay. Boy, you're a very good bird, Ralph. Show him how pretty you are. There you go. Do a perfect one now. There you go.
Good boy.
Good boy. Good boy. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee! Yeah! And a hat? You want a hat? And a hat? Gaining his trust is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do it one-legged, okay? Being you're doing it backwards. There you go. Good boy. Good job. Good job.
How do you determine what play activities your bird would enjoy? Watch as your bird plays by itself. Does it roll around? Does it play with toys? Does it like to lay on its back? Or burrow under covers or papers? All of these activities can be expanded upon during your normal playtime. Whenever your bird does something cute, use a word that identifies the behavior, then praise your bird as it performs the activity.
Then can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye, Gizzard. Good boy. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye-bye. Good boy. Bye. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good boy.
Mimicry can be rewarded in the same way. Praise should be enthusiastic and ebullient. A touch of silliness doesn't hurt either. You can enjoy yourself while allowing cognition to develop naturally over time, especially with a pet bird. Many people believe that only larger birds can learn cognition. This is simply not true. Joanne's little friend, a ring-necked parakeet named Miner, has learned to talk by listening to Joanne as she went about her day. Often he will merely repeat or mimic some of their more frequently used words and phrases.
Say hi. Say hi. Can you say hi? Can you? Say hi. Say hi, Miners. What you doing? Is that interesting? Is it? Can we tickle? Can we tickle? Tickle, tickle, tummy? Oh, you're excited, huh?
He will also use words at appropriate times as well.
Is that fun? Oh, yeah. You want to go wee again? Do you want to go wee? Do ya? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, is that fun?
Watch how they play together and listen carefully to his comments as they do so.
Whee! Oh, was that fun? Can you play dead bird? Can you? Come on, go. Oh, dead bird. Oh, was that fun?
Joanne breeds and hand feeds baby birds. Miner enjoys sharing the activity with her. In fact, he finds babies irresistible. Watch how his speech and behavior change when he sees them.
Yes. Yep. Oh, they're so cute. Come, yeah. Okay. Is that fun? Oh, okay. Huh? Oh my goodness, you're gonna give him a kiss? Silly boy. Yeah. Go get your belly. Oh, yeah. Oh, silly. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at this. Look at this baby. Oh, see the baby. Can you give him a kiss? Oh, silly boy. Oh, yes. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, say thank you. Say thank you. Yes. Was that fun? Yes, it was. Come on. Come on. Have to be careful. Have to be careful. Go tickle Tommy. Yes.
Many of the words he uses apply specifically to baby birds, and he uses them only during those particular interactions. Miner's personal name for baby birds is bellies.
Kiss your belly.
Joanne said that this was because she once had a clutch of conure babies who would cling to the side of the cage, exposing their bellies. She would then tickle them, saying, "Get your belly," or "tickle your belly," and Miner adopted that particular name for all baby birds.
What is he, baby?
He's a silly guy.
Miner gives the baby bird lavish kisses. Listen for some phrases that he uses that are specific to baby, like "come get your belly," or "you're a big boy, come on, give me a kiss." He's a big guy, and you big old baby.
Yes, he's so sweet. Yes, he is. He
He's a big guy, huh? One for me? Okay, one for the baby. Oh, you're so good. Yes, he's a big guy. Okay. Oh, was that fun? Was that fun? Huh? Do you like that baby bird? Do you? One for me, one for the bird. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you like that baby bird?
Notice that when the baby turns to leave, Minor exhibits cognition, saying the words, gonna go bye-bye.
Is he gonna go bye-bye?
And then he nips the baby's tail.
No, 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 no. That's not nice. I'll go tickle your tummy.
At first, I thought he bit at the tail because he was jealous. However, after seeing the tape, I realized that he just did not want the baby to leave. The moment the conure turns to face Minor, his demeanor changes back to that of great interest and affection. This is a wonderful example of how we can misread a bird's body language, even if we understand their body language quite well. Look at all aspects of a situation when interacting with your bird. It can tell you a lot about them and about yourself as well. Pay attention to the words that your bird does use. It has been my experience that many birds, just like Minor, will apply their own unique terms to an object or activity. Once this is deciphered, their labels usually make sense. Again, like Minor and his baby bellies.
See the baby? Can you give him a kiss? Oh, silly boy. Oh, yes.
Listen carefully to your own bird. Chances are it may already be using words or body language appropriately, but you may not be aware of it.
Can you say hello?
Hello.
Good boy.
Hello.
Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye?
Bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye, Michael.
Say bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
If you want your bird to talk to you more frequently, whether through vocal interaction or body language, always respond to them when they say something, either physically or vocally.
Thank you. Where are you going? Come on. Come here. Come out of here. Come on. Come out of here. Magoo. Hi. Come out of here. Come out of here. Come on. Come here.
A history of interactive vocalizing and play must be established before you can use model rival techniques to teach cognition. This also helps you to learn what the bird's body language is saying to you. What if your bird cannot or does not want to talk? You can still communicate with them. Often they can be taught to nod their heads to indicate a yes or no answer in response to a simple question. They learn this by you doing the same thing when you talk to them. As your bird begins to understand various words and questions, it may begin to answer you in this manner. I have taught this technique to many of my clients, and they are often astounded at the results. This green-winged macaw, Theo, had been enjoying his playtime with his owner.
Under there?
However, even though he usually enjoys playing dead, he did not wish to do so at this time because of the lights and the camera. If you'll notice, he gave a quick no head shake to indicate this.
You're not dead yet. I didn't shoot you. Come here. Oh, no. What do you mean you don't want to be dead?
Although he had not nipped his person at all in over an hour's worth of filming, he only did so after she continued to have him play dead. He had given a quick no head shake to indicate this. Like most people, his owner didn't notice, and they love each other greatly. In bird terms, he was forced to nip her to reinforce what he had told her earlier.
Ouch! 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 Oh! Ow! Ouch! Oh! Ouch! Oh, it hurts so much.
When attempting to discover what object or activity your own bird prefers, remember, use an area that is comfortable and quiet. Have a variety of objects available in many different colors, shapes, and sizes. Show them the smaller objects first and see what they are drawn to. Is it purple? Huh? It's a purple toy. You think that looks interesting, huh? Ooh, yeah, he likes purple. Purple and yellow. Uh-huh. He's a purple bird. Use lots of vocal encouragement and praise. If your bird is afraid of objects, just talk to it, using a soft and playful voice and close, very controlled movements. Gently touch a toe, its beak or a wing, and identify it. As I mentioned before, always praise your bird.
Pretty beak. Yes, you do. You're so pretty. Yes, you do. You're pretty.
Also make sure that eye contact has been established prior to and during your exercise. And have fun with your bird. He's your best friend. Respect your bird's wishes. Do not force him to accept something that they don't like. If they are afraid, then do something different and less threatening to them.
Hi, Gizmo. How are you? Hello. Hello. Hi, Gizmo. Hello. Got your bucket of toys over there. Hi, Gizmo. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yes.
When learning new behaviors, the first step, actually recognizing that you are pleased when they learn something, is the most difficult. Additional behaviors are much easier to train. Once you have found an object, food, or activity that the bird enjoys, you can begin with simple modeling, holding up the object or performing the activity, naming it, then praising the bird for any type of favorable response. Over a period of days or weeks, your bird may pick up the identifying word and use it appropriately.
Look at that. Look at what? Huh?
At home, I actually like to use the word in context. Saying something like, would you like a peanut?
Can you say goo-goo one? Very good.
Or, uh-oh, you dropped your peanut, with peanut being the operative word.
To stimulate. Oops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we dropped it. You dropped your purple toy on the floor here.
Most birds, like children, will learn what the word peanut means when you teach them this way.
This. What sound? What sound? Shh is right. Good parrot. Oh, you're a good boy. Okay. Here's a nice big nut. Yeah. Yeah. Now what happens? Look at here. Okay. Yeah, when you finish your nut. Look at what happens. What happens now? What sound? Shh. No, this was shh. There was shh. What happens if I do that, Alex? What sound? Look on the tray. Look on the tray. What sound now? Shh. Now here's shh. That's shh. There we go. That's shh. Now look. Look what happens. Look what happens if I do this. What sound? What sound? Is right. Good boy. Okay. Good parrot. Oh, you're a good boy. That's a good boy.
For this exercise, you will need 2 people. Each will take turns identifying the objects and offering them. Be sure to watch the way that the researchers correct the bird by merely withholding the object and turning their heads away for a moment or two. This is all it takes to show that the response was not the one that you wanted.
Wood! All right. That's a good try. Good boy. Good parrot. Wood! Very
When the bird
good.
begins to vocalize in response, praise it profusely and hand it the object. As days go by and the bird's pronunciation becomes clearer, it will be praised for the clearer versions. Sounds simple, doesn't it? However, it does take a lot of time and work to do this with real, serious intent. Most of us get tired or are too busy to keep up the schedule that is needed to get results.
What toy? Cork. Good boy. Throw cork. Good boy.
Alex, look. What toy? What toy?
Cork.
That's right.
Good boy.
Good parrot. That's a good boy. Yeah, you can chew on cork. Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
You're wrong. What toy, Kyle? No. Alex, what toy?
What toy? What toy?
Truck.
That's right.
Good
Truck.
boy.
Truck. That's a good boy.
Good boy.
You want to play with truck? Okay.
Wrong. Kyle, what toy? No.
Come on, Alex. You show Kyle. Show Kyle.
What toy?
What toy? You tell me what toy.
Nail.
Nail.
Good boy.
What a good parrot. Tell me what toy. What toy? What toy?
Whoa,
That's right. Good
boy.
boy. Good
Kyle.
boy.
Now you tell me what toy. That's close. You're close. Wool. You're a good
Wool.
boy. You want it? You can have wool.
You're a good boy.
You're a good boy. Now listen. Alex, what toy?
What toy?
What toy?
What toy? Come on, what toy?
Whoa,
That's a good parrot.
boy.
Good boy.
You're a good boy.
That's a good boy, yeah. Yeah, let's
Yes.
ask Kyle. Maybe Kyle can tell us.
Kyle, what toy?
Hmm?
What toy?
What toy?
You tell us. What toy? No,
No.
you're wrong.
That's wrong, Kyle.
What toy, Kyle?
What toys? It's
Paper,
paper.
good
That's
boy.
right. That's paper.
What toy? Paper. Good boy. Paper.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
You can play with paper.
Yeah, you can play with paper. Yeah. Can I have paper? You want to throw paper? Hmm? Come on. Have paper? Thank you. Good boy.
Throw paper, Kyle. Good boy.
Ooh, look at this. Hmm? It's gonna get you. What is it? Hmm? You tell me? You still chewing on that? What is it? What toy? That's
Cork.
Cork.
Good
What a
boy.
good boy.
You're a good boy.
What a good parrot. That's such a good boy.
Kyle, what toy? No, you're wrong.
That's wrong, Kyle. Try again.
What toy? No.
No.
Kyle, what toy? No.
No.
Kyle, what toy? Cork.
Cork.
Good
That's
boy.
a good boy.
Throw cork. You're a good boy.
That's a good boy. You are a good boy. Can I have cork? Can you throw cork? Hmm? I know you like it. Thank you. You're such a good.
As I mentioned before, with most of my own birds, I have found that those who can talk pick up the meanings of many words merely by listening to me speak. When talking to your bird for any reason at all, always talk slowly and clearly. Often birds cannot understand what we are saying because we speak too quickly. Once we no longer do this, we can separate the words more easily and consequently can understand them better. If you remember my interactions with Lindsay, you'll see that I also do this with small children.
It's my mommy.
It's your mommy. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Is it Lindsay's mommy? Is that Lindsay's mommy?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Lindsay.
Keep in mind, nothing comes easily. But favorable results will be forthcoming if you spend lots of time with your bird and give it lavish amounts of love and praise as well. Also, whenever possible, build on the relationship and training that you have already established with your bird. It is important to remember that you and I are not perfect, neither is your bird. The exercises that we have shown you are not the same methods when training a bird to perform professionally. Instead, we've shown you ways in which the pet bird, hatched, hand-fed, and socialized by humans in a domestic environment can be taught new behaviors. These interactions are not meant to be work for either you or your bird. They need to be implemented in a playful and loving manner to enrich your relationship with them, not to lessen or harm it in any way. And remember, always love your birds for what they are and not for what you want them to be. If you were like me or like hundreds of my clients, your life has been profoundly and wonderfully altered by the presence of your winged friend. I have shared my life with these phenomenal beings for over 25 years and can honestly say that they make each and every day seem new and alive. They bring a sense of grace and of fun and of beauty to their simple everyday actions and make them special. When was the last time that you really looked at your bird? While it was preening or while it was extracting a nut from its shell with the precision of a neurosurgeon? What was the last time that you really looked into its eyes and told it with true feeling that it was wonderful and that you were profoundly grateful for its presence in your life and for the lessons, the friendship, the beauty, and the love with which it has gifted you? We are the lucky ones, the ones who share our lives with these special and joyful beings. We alone can understand exactly why they were once believed to be the messengers of the gods, because only creatures so mysterious, so beautiful, and so magical could fill such an exalted role.
One of the things that really surprised me about HBD was how readily Alex accepted this. Because I had tried feeding him all the other pellets, he would not accept them. This was just not possible. He's been on sunflowers for 15 years. It was a major fight to get him to eat a piece of apple, and you're telling me he's going to eat this stuff. And he did.